Okay, we're going to start with Autodesk Sketchbook Lesson 6, maybe. All right, we left off last time with the pencils, so now we're down to the halftones. One thing before we start, always remember to keep your work area small. Don't blow it up real big like this because it does cause problems. Sometimes you can lock yourself out over here, or you might click on something up here or over here that you shouldn't. Most of the time we're going to use our puck, which is this thing I'm wiggling around. We use it to change stuff, so we're not really using this over here at the side. We do use this toggle switch to turn up our size or lower it, or the opacity. So we just keep that in mind right there. Okay, so let's go to the halftones, and I'm going to go through these quickly. This is the cross pattern, so we're just going to kind of try it out. Okay, and this one, if you keep painting on it, it is not going to overlap. Some of these do overlap. All right, so that is the cross tones, or cross pattern. Here is the stars, and I believe that the stars do, I'll tell you what, I'm going to move over to these. The stars do overlap. Now, remember, if you decide a color here and it's not that color, don't forget to check this square inside and just scoot it over. All right, so we're going to try red stars and see how it's overlapping a little bit there. So I might want to pick blue now. And yellow. So it will overlap, and it will not pile on the same star. So that's, you need to know that if you're going to use it. You might have an area where you decide you want, like a strip of yellow across here, and then you might take your eraser. You can take an eraser and erase a line, or an area, so you can get exactly what you want. I've tried that. So the next one, this is a fun one. We're going to spend a little bit of time on this. Pick black, and we're going to go over this. And this one does not repeat itself. Now, here's where we're going to do something new, so watch closely. I am going to come up here now, and I'm going to pick the paint bucket. And then I'm going to come over here and click on this where you've got the drip into, or the paint dripping into a square. And make sure over here that it's to the far left. Now, what we can do with this is a nifty little thing. I'll do a flower because that's really easy. All right, now we get to blow it up. So I'm going to blow it up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start with the flower, then I'll do the stem. I was thinking stem. I'll do a red flower. So blow it up, and I'm going to do red. So when you do this, click, up here on this, it will fill in an area as long as the lines are closed. If the lines are not closed, it won't. It'll just go everywhere. Now, if you happen to click on a red line, it's going to turn it all red. You will have to come over here and hit your back button to take that off. So I have the red flower. I might want yellow in the center. And so now I'm going to do the stem. And I'll choose green. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a little bit darker green. And I'm tapping actually on my puck to get that off because I'm afraid if I tap, see, just like that, you can't, I don't have a gray area to tap in. So that's the downfall of blowing something up. Tap on just the white area of your puck to get that off. So I'm going to do a little pattern. I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See if I got to the bottom. Uh-oh. And sometimes when you touch it, it's, oh yeah, this is going to be a tall flower. I can adjust to that. 1, 2, 1. Not there. 1, 2. Okay. I'll go ahead and do leaves of the flower, and I'm going to make them a little brighter green. Tap on the edge of my pup, and just come out 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I may just do that. Okay, so on the other side, I might want to mirror it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And right there. Okay, so teeny tiny flower, so we need to fix that. We want a big red flower. So I'll zoom in here a little bit. Now you can have it small if you want it small. And I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. All right, I think that's proportional now. You don't want your stem bigger than your flower. Okay, so we have that done, but I don't like my white background. So what I may do, I'll go over here and I'm going to make a layer. Okay, now I'm fixing to create a problem and I'm doing it on purpose. I am going to pick a blue background. Okay, so it's still on this filling in here, so I'm just going to click here. Uh-oh, no it's not. I need to click on this again. And now we have a problem. Here's what happened. My layer is on top of my picture. If I want the background is, it's got to be the first layer at the bottom. We're going to work our way from the bottom up. So I need to move these layers. I need to move the flower up here. Or I can move that background down here. It does not matter. So what you do is take your finger, and I'm going to put my finger on my flower, and I'm going to hold it. And it's not doing anything. All right. And I tell the kids at school, it turns into a ghost. When you see it turn into a ghost, push it up. Just like that. So if I want to put my background back up like it was, all right, there it's a ghost, push it up. All right, so it's on top. So I'm going to do this again. Now I can put my finger on it and just pull it down. Either way, so that's how you move it. Keep your finger on it, hold it till it turns into a ghost and move it. All right, so that looks good. If I want to add a cloud, I might go in here and just, no, and I don't need to do that. I need to click on my flower layer. So if something doesn't work right, go, what did I do wrong? Yeah, I need to be on my flower layer. So now it should work. And we'll make us a little nice hexagon cloud. We'll do a big one. Uh-oh. And I'm not blowing it up, so that's why I'm having problems. And then do a couple of little ones. All right. So, that's how you do a picture. So I can see some hexagon pictures on assignments in our near future. I think that'd be a great thing to do. So if you like it, go up here and save it. I'll save it to my gallery. If you don't want it, then you just discard it. Okay, I'm going to flip through these real quick, see if I have a hexagon. Okay, there's a hexagon picture that I did. Here's a goldfish that I did. Another flower, and I think that's it. So, pretty cool. Create. All right, so let's go to the next one. And this is just, it's very small cross-hatched lines. So, you know, that's neat. It's not anything that's really bold. It might be something that's just right to maybe give some texture on the wing of a dragonfly, something like that. That would be great to use. Okay, let's go to this one. And I like to pick another color. Try purple. All right. Now, this one, I'm going to go over it again, and it does layer. So if you keep doing this, it's going to keep putting more layers on it, and your squares are going to get smaller. So, I will take that off. All right, let's go down to the next one. And this has the very small ones. Now, when I make those marks, you notice on this one, you have darker marks. So if it overlaps, then you're going to have darker places. You might want to get it. Let me see if I can get it big enough where it will cover the whole thing. So it will. All right, and the next one, I have dot patterns. Now, this does not overlap. So if you just want to have a neat little pattern, you know, maybe if you were drawing the inside of a house and want to have some wallpaper, you might want some pink polka dot wallpaper, or you might have pink polka dot dress, or you might have another color that you want to use. Okay, these are bigger dots, and they do overlap because you can see the darker colors. Now, I'm going to back this up, turn it up. I'm trying not to tap so loud because I know it's loud because I watch the videos. I didn't get that one right there. So, this one, you've got nice big circles. Nothing. I'm going to put another layer of color on that, so you can make it really bold. And, you know, you might add a background on it. So I'm going to come over here. I've got a layer. And I'm going to try lime green. Oh, yeah. Lime green and hot pink. That would be great wrapping paper, or even, you know, a note card. That's great. Okay. Here is smaller layer, or smaller dots, and it does layer over. So I'm not the biggest. Some of these I'm not a big fan of. Some of them I just really like them. Try orange. All right, so this has very small little squares, and the corners of them are brighter than others. This one, you've got a dot pattern. Now I'm going to go back over it, and it does not change. Now, you might blow this way up. I mean, you can really zoom in there. And you might get, I think up here in Copic, I might get that. And, you know, switch down to this. And then just draw. I'm not drawing anything in particular. I was just going to see what it looks like when you zoom back out. So you might do some little drawing over there, a dot drawing, and then zoom back out. So that's pretty nifty. All right, let me go back down here where we're supposed to be. And that was this one. Yeah. Okay, so let me take that off. And click on the next one. Okay, this will, layer over, but it's still keeping the same lines. And this one might actually be easier to zoom in and do some dot pictures with. Okay, now this one is not what I thought it would be when we used it in class. All right, doesn't look like it at all, does it? So, not a big fan of this one. And you have the polka dots here, which I'm not really sure what the difference between this one and the other one is. I can turn it up. So this is even bigger dots that you might use, and you might connect the dots on this and make you a picture. And then we have this lovely pattern right here. Now you can go over it and make it darker, but it's not going to change the pattern. And this is that neat looking teeny tiny pattern that it has. All right. So I will stop on this one, and I plan on doing another video. And we'll start with these texture tools. We have gotten through those this week. Not every class is through with them or finished with it. So my next video will just pick up on texture, and that will get you caught up to what we're on right now. All right, thank you.